It's the Friendly Investor Podcast.
You've probably seen some Johnny Depp news flying around this week. He's in the middle of a $500 million trial against his ex-wife, Amber Heard. Now, things have been said on both sides here. They both, to be honest, seem a little unhinged, and it certainly wasn't a healthy relationship by any means. But this is a very public trial now. I think kind of that's the point because, their reputation, both of their reputations have been very tarnished. So I suppose they're trying to settle this once and for all in the open. And there's been some wild revelations this week.
Oh, it's kind of like, it's like watching, because it's Johnny Depp mainly, it's like you're watching him in a movie because it seems so outlandish, some of the stuff he's saying, and then it's all being posted online because the whole thing's being streamed.
Have a listen to this. This is Johnny Depp talking about seeing a photograph, being sent a photograph after a fight he had with his ex-wife of a turd in his bed.
Yeah, so it's just, to my understanding, so they've had a fight.
They've had a fight.
And then Amber, is he claiming that Amber took a photo of what she'd done?
In retaliation.
In retaliation.
She said, look what you've done.
Okay, have a listen to Johnny Depp talking about it in the court.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
It was a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. It was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh.
You've got to watch the actual video because we've cut that down, but he's laughing while he's trying to tell the story.
I love how he says it like a real actor, doesn't he?
Human fecal matter.
Human fecal matter.
Matter. Now, in court, Amber's blaming it on the dogs, Pistol and Boo. And Johnny's saying, I lived with those dogs for a long time. They're teacup Yorkshire Terriers. They weigh less than 2 kilos each. That ain't them.
That's a herd turd.
This is Amber Stank, okay? He's also lived with Amber for a long time. He can tell the difference between their fecal matter.
Also, just putting aside that they're both people in the public eye, isn't it wild that I've never gotten to the point in my relationship in an argument where I've taken a turd on the bed and gone, you've done this?
Crosses a line, doesn't it? Like it sort of
you made me do
takes
this.
it to a whole different level. Oh, yeah? You don't want me to go out this weekend? Well, I'll see you in 5 minutes. Just going to go upstairs for a little bit. Insane. And also, I would say a little petty.
Oh, for sure.
A little petty. You shouldn't be pooing in people's beds.
I'd say it's very petty.
I'd say it's very petty. Why don't we do this morning? Petty payback. Have you got it? Maybe someone got some petty payback on you and you thought, oh, that's very petty.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be going number 2 in someone's bed.
No, that's quite extreme.
That's extreme.
Yeah, it doesn't have to make the courts, that's for sure.
Yeah, think more like, hiding the toothbrush.
Yeah.
I don't know.
13 24 10. Petty payback, if you've got it, if you've received it, 13 24 10 is the number.
Matt joins us now. Good morning, Matty.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Very good, thank you. What happened?
My old neighbour used to complain that I mowed the lawn too early on the weekends, mate. Used to be about 11 o'clock on a Saturday.
Oh, come on. I would say anything earlier than 8's a bit like maybe you can wait, but I reckon 8 after's fair game.
Yeah, it was about my lunchtime anyway. Yep. I woke up one Sunday morning, mate, and I had grass clippings all over my car, absolutely covered.
Are you serious?
That's a little petty, I'd have to say.
And Matt, were you the bigger man? You didn't do anything, or did you go over and talk to him about it, or did you do something in retaliation?
Mate, I just went and cleaned the car, mate.
Oh,
you're a good
Matt,
man.
you sound like a good man.
Matt, if you're a worse man,
good neighbour.
Yeah.
Well, look, if he does it again, I got a little hot tip for you. What you do is you wait just before he goes to bed. You pull those sheets back. You do a big Amber Heard, and then you seal the bed back up.
Human fecal matter.
Thanks for that, Matt.
That's how Amber would handle it.
That is very petty. Bronny joins us now. Good morning.
Hi, how you going?
Very good, thank you. Petty payback. How did you get it?
I took the HDMI cables for the Xbox and the PlayStation to work with me.
Oh,
That's a little petty.
what did he do to deserve that?
We had a big fight, and then he was pulling a sickie when I had to go to work, and I was feeling petty.
I would be so angry.
Me too.
I'd be driving to JB Hi-Fi for sure for another HDMI.
Thank you very much,
Cool.
Bronny.
That's all you.
Larissa joins us now. Petty payback. How'd you get it?
Well, we heard a rumour that a guy cheated on one of our friends, so we actually got the industrial cling wrap and wrapped his entire car.
Oh, wow. How much cling wrap did you take to do that?
Well, we worked at a factory, so you know those big ones they wrap the pellets in?
Yeah.
But we started on the inside, so we wrapped the steering wheel, his packet of smokes, anything we could find. We just wrapped the entire car.
Did you ever find out if he actually did cheat, or was it just alleged?
It was alleged, but we had fun anyway.
Yeah. I feel like you might have jumped to some conclusions there just when you got the idea in your head. But good on you, Larissa. That's pretty petty. Sean, mate, petty payback, what happened?
So when I was younger, I borrowed my dad's car and I did a massive burnout in it, and I made both of his tyres bald.
Yeah.
And then I got the same car as his, and one night while I was asleep, he changed the wheels over, so I had the bald ones and he had the brand new ones.
Which is probably fair.
Yeah, well, I don't even think that's petty. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to go out for a hoon himself in your car. I thought Dad was going to do some burnouts around the street. Jay in Penfield, petty payback, what happened?
Morning, fellas. We used to get the newspaper delivered all the time, and it kept disappearing from our doorstep. So my brother-in-law grabbed all the dog poo, wrapped it up in the newspaper, cling wrapped it, left it on the doorstep, and it never got stolen again.
Oh, good. So they would have opened it up and thought, gee, what are these politicians doing? Just shit in these papers these days.
Amber Heard's been over my house. Thank you very much, Jay. Perry joins us now. Good morning, Perry. How did Perry get petty payback?
Okay, it's Kerry with a K, but
okay.
I used to work with this guy.
Not as fun, is it?
Well,
it's not as...
would have been
No,
so
it's
bloody.
not
I mean,
fun,
it says Perry on our screens, and now we're a little disappointed.
That's
Yeah.
right.
The alliteration was, was there for the taking.
For the sake of the bit, can we call you Perry, Kerry?
Absolutely.
All right, go for it.
Thanks, Perry.
So worked with this guy who was constantly quite nasty and mean and picked on me. So I said, look, I think we got off on the wrong foot. So I baked you this chocolate cake as a, make-up, except I baked it with Laxette chocolate.
Oh, my
He was
God.
He was off work for 2 days.
What did this guy do to you? What was it? It was just a petty back and forth, and then you made him...
He never spoke to me again, so I never got picked on.
I'm scared of you, and I'm going to call you Kerry. I'm going to call you Kerry again because I don't want to mess with you. Gee whiz.
Peace up, Pod Town.
It's a debate, a big debate. Who will win battle on?
A fitting topic, seeing as we have Harry Styles tickets to give away. Harry Styles is the best member of One Direction.
Ridiculous. There's 4 other mega stars.
Is there 4? I forget about one of them. Oh, it's just Harry for me. It's the Harry band.
Obviously, I'll be saying Harry Styles isn't the best member of One Direction. Liam was saying it is.
Yeah.
Although the jury, they get the final say on who wins the big debate. Would you like me to go first, Liam?
I think it's traditional now for you to go first, and I would like that. I'd be very interested to see how you're going to wiggle your way out of this one.
All right, here we go. The other 4 members of 1D have so much going for them. Zayn's the mysterious bad boy who didn't overstay his welcome. Niall's the lovable boyish charm with the Irish swag. Liam was the glue that held everyone together for a while. Louis, well, I'll be honest, he didn't do much. There's not much going on. I'll admit that. But Harry, what's Harry done since leaving the band? I couldn't tell you. 1D is a lot like NSYNC. Zayn's the Chris Kirkpatrick. Niall's like Lance Bass. Liam is like Joey Fantone. And of course, Louis is like JC. Who does that leave us, Liam? Justin Timberlake? I don't know who that is. And that's who Harry is, in my opinion.
To be hard. Like, to be fair, it's a hard debate for you.
It is.
It's a hard position to have.
I also was going to do a bit about Harry Styles' sister Gemma Styles.
Yeah.
And how Harry Styles isn't even the best member of his own family.
Oh, that would have been good
Yeah,
stuff.
I didn't get time.
Strike that from the record, jury. That was not. You didn't hear that. Overturn that. Okay, it's time for my debate. Harry is and always was the best member, and there's no disputing it. Zayn, or should I say Judas, bailed on the guys in his personal life. Well, let's not go there. Liam's an absolute background character. Louis has no discernible talent whatsoever, and Niall just wants to be Harry. He's gone on to have a solo career. What's your favourite Niall song, Ben?
Slow hands.
That's actually pretty good. That's what I thought. Oh, no. I'm sorry. What's happened there is I've written in my debate, that's what I thought, because I assumed... Oh, it's really done me in. It's really done me in. Oh.
He hasn't done well there at all.
And then I couldn't... Yeah. I had some really
I'm pretty
good
sure
stuff
that's him,
there.
isn't it? Slow Hands. That's a great song. It is. Yeah, thumbs up from producer Bell, who's the big fan.
That's what I thought. I didn't even listen to. Yeah, that's what I thought. You wouldn't be able to name one.
Helen joins us. Helen, who won the big debate? Was it me or was it Liam?
Well, I've got to tell you something, Ben. Not often you're wrong, but you're wrong this time.
really?
Hello, but Harry Styles is the best.
Okay, Helen. Thank you.
What did the others do?
Well, I've gone into detail what they've done.
Slow Hands.
Yes,
That's
Slow
what Niall
Hands.
did. But no, you're right, Helen. I mean, obviously, I had the much easier debate. Like, that, Harry's the best, but I kind of cooked it.
Courtney, who won the big debate? Was it me or was it Liam?
Well, continuing on with Slow Hands, who also wrote Strip or the reggae tones of Familiar,
Yeah.
the other boys. And
Yeah.
yet Harry's
No one
getting
knows those
all
ones.
the fame.
Sorry.
So Ben,
No,
you
sorry,
got my
Courtney.
vote.
No, I want to strike that from the record because...
What about Zane's
No one knows those
song?
ones.
What about Zane's song Pillow Talk?
So if it's something, baby.
That's pretty good.
It's a pretty good song, isn't
That's
it?
actually pretty good. It is a dog. Look, I think it's safe to say pretty sloppy debates from both sides, so I'm really not looking forward to this next guy tearing things apart as he often does. Antonio, you get the final say. Who do you think won the debate?
Oh, Ben and Liam, I read a little article the other day saying you boys are doing pretty well in the ratings. Is that right?
Yeah. Not bad. Thanks.
How on earth are you doing well when you cannot even put together a debate?
Okay, fair enough. Who won the big debate?
Only by default because it was less crap, Ben.
He's gone straight for the heart.
That was a big debate. We now have the winner.
I mean, here's hoof too, Antonio. I mean, come on.
Ben and Liam, it's like dopamine for your ears.
Ben, you're getting married next weekend. Very exciting for you. Very exciting for me because I am the better man, which is better than the best man. And I've been putting in a hell of a lot of work into the event as well. I picked the venue. And,
No, you didn't.
Helped pick the venue.
No, you didn't.
Helped pick the colour scheme.
No, you didn't. What colour have we gone for?
Gave inspiration. Mauve. So... Just out of interest, are you doing any sort of performances on the night, or?
Well, there'll be. We've got Ash Gale who's doing like acoustic music.
He sounds great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've actually written a song dedicated to you and your fiancée Sam.
Right.
And I was sort of thinking maybe after Ash I could perform my song to you guys on the night.
Right. So during like the reception.
Yeah, like during the reception, yeah.
Right.
You guys could be sitting there sort of at the front with tears in your eyes.
Like, so we're on we're on individual chairs.
Yes, and I would sing to you.
How close would you be sitting to us?
I'd be pretty close. So I've demoed it up actually. Yeah. Do you want to have a listen?
I don't know if I want this.
Yeah. Well, have a listen. Just setting the scene. I've got smoke machines, smoke sort of bellowing out around my feet as I sit upon a high chair, just sort of plucking a beat up guitar, and I've got a woman sort of behind me hauntingly playing the organ in the background.
Waiting, wishing that Ben would ask me to be his best man. He didn't do it. I was snubbed. He picked his brother. He broke my heart, betrayed my trust. I was so upset. I let out a car. Thanks. Then Ben had a sudden change of heart. Asked me to be his better man. The most important role on the day. I am his better man. Special boy, better man. Important, better man.
Just pause it there. So how are you feeling so far about all of this?
I'm not loving it.
Okay, interesting. I mean, it's probably a bit slow for you. I know you're into your upbeat stuff. So at this point, what I'll do is I'll ditch the guitar, I'll throw it to the side of the stage, and I'll get up to a bit of a
There's a stage?
Yeah, there's a stage, and there's lighting and stuff as well. We'll get into that. And then I go up to this mic stand.
Yeah.
There's sort of tassels and stuff on it,
Yeah.
like very Aerosmith.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing leather chaps. And then backup dancers, they run out on stage and they perform a routine that I've personally choreographed, and we really kick things into another gear.
I threw in a big freaking bar. Some male strippers danced on him. I should be the best man. I planned most of the whole wedding. Busy, but I'm better man. I am Ben and Sam's most valued friend. I am their better man. I am better man. I am better man. James. Brother. They love me. Yeah. I have done so much for them. Pick the venue. Yeah. And the whole colour scheme. I am Ben's better man. I am Ben's better man. I am Ben's better man. I am Ben's better. But all the best, guys. Hope you have a happy life together. Peace out.
Like, there's like sparks coming down, like the crowd's it's crazy, like that overshadowed like the actual ceremony, and people are just like going nuts. And I was thinking the Ash guy that you're paying for, he could do that. He could do those like the best man. Like he could sort of be my
sound guy.
yeah. He could be like my backup vocalist as I'm up there.
Yeah.
So. I mean, what do you say? It's all right there for the taking. Is the performance on?
It's that's very impressive. I'm impressed with that. It went a little bit too long, but it's still a no from me.
Well, we'll see if I can twist your arm, because a lot of work's gone into it.
And also, I thought we were going for like a sage green, terracotta orange kind of colour scheme, not mauve.
Bloody hell, mate! We only got a week, so if you're changing it on me now, I've got a lot of calls to make.
Liam Pod Men Cast. Wait, I said that wrong. Ben and Liam Podcast.
Over 919 on your Friday with your mates Ben and Liam.
Love rat, Bill's a love rat. Love rat, Bill's a love rat.
Now, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not opening the emails today. I'm not going through them. Look, you can email theloverat@novafm.com.au anytime you want. But look, I have a story that I would like to share.
Ooh, hey, go ahead.
Yeah, no, a friend of mine, I was having dinner with him last night. He's been single for a little while, and he was saying, hey, I've met a girl. I said, that's great. He met her on Hinge, which is...
Different, sorry, just for people who've been in a relationship for a long time, difference between Hinge and Tinder?
So Tinder is more kind of, hey, you free now?
Yep.
Want to catch up? Hinge is more relationship-based, and it's all like, you match based on personality and interests and stuff like that.
They probably say that.
Yeah, they say that.
Their whole thing is like, it's the app designed to be deleted because you find a relationship
I see.
from it.
Oh.
Okay, well, either way, it seems to be working for my friend. So, look, his name's Zach. He's got another friend called Zach as well, and they were sort of both talking. They'd both recently met someone on Hinge, and they were talking about how great it is and all these dates they've been going on. And my friend's friend asked him, hey, are you catching up with her this weekend? And he was like, oh, nah, she's actually back in Canberra seeing some family. And then the other guy, also called Zach, was like, hang on, her name's not Amelia, is it? And he was like, yeah. And they discovered in that moment that they'd both been seeing the same woman from the same app. And I suppose they haven't had that conversation about being exclusive or not, and you're allowed to do what you want to do,
she
whatever.
was just being a little bit polyamorous.
She's got Zach 1, she's got Zach 2.
She likes the Zach.
She could have Chad or Michael on the side as well. I don't know, but they've had to sort of work it out now because they were both having this conversation talking about how great it is, and then all of a sudden they've worked out they're both seeing the same person.
When you say they've worked it out, how did they work it out? What's happened?
Well, I think other Zach's backing off, supposedly.
So one of the Zachs is backing off.
One of the Zachs is like, well, whatever.
You could see that ending messy if Zach 2 didn't want to back off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it could get messy.
You could lose the relationship and the friend. Well, why don't we do this? How did you navigate the love triangle? These things happen.
Mm-hmm.
They happen sometimes. How did you navigate yours? 13 24 10 is the number. So how did you navigate yours? Kate, what happened?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Anytime.
I met a couple. They were a pre-established couple, and they seemed really happy, but we spent a lot of time together, just the three of us hanging out, and I did grow a little bit attached to and attracted to the guy, and sort of just wedged myself. I was young, so I wedged myself in there a little bit, in between the relationship a little bit, to the point where she got jealous and broke up with him, and he and I started dating.
Are you still together?
Not anymore. We were together for quite a long time, though.
I see. And so did she end up still being friends with you, or was that a bit done after that?
No, that was done.
I like how you keep saying wedging.
Wedge,
I'd like to know how the wedge maneuver
sounds really
works.
like you belong there.
It's
Like.
really just wedged in
And
you.
also, I mean, it's not so much of a triangle. It kind of sounds like they were just the two, and you just
Yeah, big time. Like they're having a movie night and they're sitting on the couch and you've just like got a bowl of M&Ms or something, and then you jump over the couch in between both of them and go, "What are we watching?" Jay, how did you navigate the love triangle?
I was going out with this lovely guy for about 3 months. He invited me home to meet the parents, have dinner, whatever. We weren't that serious. Met his brother when I got there. Looked each other in the eyes. Sparks flew. We fell in love. It was a pretty big fight.
Yeah.
They didn't speak for about 2 years.
Yeah.
But we ended up getting married, and we're still together 35 years later.
Oh my God!
See, so and that original uncle, is he still in the picture?
He is. But no, it was pretty harrowing at the time.
Was he older or younger than the other brother?
Younger, a couple of years younger.
Which is even, that hurts the ego even more, doesn't it?
The younger brother.
He's in the front room playing with Lego, and then you've gone with him instead.
Here's another bit of curry.
Tell you what, Ben, what an incredible story. Taylor Jones stumbled into our office and told us a real humdinger.
Yeah, this is absolutely insane. So I caught up with a girlfriend who's a midwife over the long weekend, and she told me this one. So keep all the details confidential, I suppose, the main ones. So basically, a woman's come into hospital going into labour. Now, she's just come in on her own. She said, you have to call my husband, get him to come in. So they're calling the hubby. About 15, 20 minutes later, door opens, walks in, sits by the woman's side, is holding her hand. Another sort of 15 minutes goes by. One of the doctors walks into the room and goes, "That's not the husband."
What do you mean?
So another man who's his partner also was going into labour in another room. He's been brought into this room and just assumed, they must want me sitting here for whatever reason. The woman going into labour, freaking out, has gone, this must be, like a support person, something like that.
Man.
So they're there holding hands as she's going through labour for 15 minutes. In the meantime, this man's actual wife in another room has given birth.
So
he's missed the birth as well.
My initial thought is this guy like a weirdo who just wanted to watch someone else give birth? But no, he's just too polite and too nice to say that's not my wife.
Maybe that was his first kid, and he just thinks this happens at hospitals. Like sometimes you're needed, and everyone needs. It's a public health system, okay? Everyone needs to pitch in.
And so he's so nice that he missed his own childbirth, his own wife giving birth, to be there to support another random lady.
To be there to support a woman he has never met before, just to hold her hand and tell her you're doing a great job.
And then she was too nice to say, "Who is this man?" Because she thought I must be like protocol to give a stranger to hold a hand to.
Imagine the spray he would have copped from his actual wife missing the birth after that.
Hey, I wouldn't mind doing this off the back of such an incredible story. 13, 24, 10. When were you too nice to say no?
It happens all the time.
All the time. Sandy joins us now. When were you too nice to say no?
Well, I'm on this Facebook page called Pay It Forward, where you help people that might not be or struggling at the moment.
That's awesome. That's like the film.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So I did that with some lady who advertised with 3 little kids, no food, yada, yada.
Yep.
So I went right through my house and garnered up 24 bags of food, like woolly bags of food.
Yeah.
Baked her 30 cupcakes, everything like that.
Oh, my God, Sandy.
Dropped them off to her and everything.
Yeah.
And I reckon by the time I got home, they were advertised on bloody Facebook. Oh, sorry, they were advertised on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Was in for more?
Yep.
No, as in, were they reselling what you'd given them?
Yeah, I gave it to her because of the starving children.
Yeah.
And she's selling all the stuff I gave her on Facebook.
Oh.
Are you
What a
for
pig.
real?
What a pig.
I am for real. And then as soon as, it happened, I obviously put up a comment and someone goes, oh, she does that all the time. And it's like, oh, thank you for letting me know that now.
Also, who's buying peanut butter off Facebook?
I don't know.
That's the worst.
I don't know.
Oh, but thanks for calling. You sound like a lovely soul, Sandy.
Tamara, when were you too nice to say no?
Well, a few years ago in Townsville, I'd been out for a good night, and my friend saw someone that she knew struggling to get a taxi. So we thought, we'd do the right thing, and take him back. He was a soldier. Take him back to the barracks. It was about a 30k round trip.
Yep.
So, and he was like, no, please don't. No, I'm fine. I'm like, no, mate. Get in the car.
Yeah.
We're all going back there. So, got back there. He was quite reluctant. And when we got there, finally found his ID. He actually wasn't a soldier. They wouldn't let him on. It wasn't the person that she recognised at all. So we had this random person. No wonder he was was reluctant to go back with it.
Sounds more like you kidnapped him. It sounds less like you were doing a good thing, more like you kidnapped a random man. It sounds like he was too nice to say no.
She felt awful. She was really positive that she knew him. So
And he's just too nice to say no. No, you don't know me. I don't know who you are.
No, I am on my way to see my kid's soccer game. Get in, soldier. I'll take you back to the bloody barracks.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.